What's going on? How are we doing?
You're not sick, right?
No, I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. That's good. You just quarantined yourself from the rest of the team?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've had a couple little things just throughout the season, so hopefully I had my fair share. So, part of it though.
Liam's made it a point to not talk about playoffs or home, division, all that stuff. Do you change that this week when it's right in front of you?
I mean, you can talk about winning the division because it's what we got an opportunity to do. And it's one game. I mean, we're here. Leading up to this point, we weren't here yet. We had to win. I mean, obviously, look at what Houston did, and they've won a bunch of games too. So we had to win all those games to get to this point to have the opportunity to continue to control the division and keep it in our hands, and that's what we did. And none bigger than this one. We're here to win the division this week against a Titans team that's going to come in here and obviously presented some challenges for us last time we played them up there, and there's some things we need to get better at and put together a good plan.
William said that your preparation has continually evolved throughout the season. Just kind of what does that mean? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, I think it's with a new staff, a new system, and a little bit of a new schedule, and the preparation is you try to keep it as similar as possible to what you're used to and what my routine has been in the past. But it has evolved and changed over time. I think just getting a better feel, one, for the schedule and the game planning and my own process there, but also my time that I spend with Grant and Spence and Liam throughout the week that was something that obviously we had to figure out as the season's gone on and what's best. And I feel like we're in a really good, routine and flow now. And we spend a lot of good time together, especially, really throughout the week we spend a lot of time together. But at the end of the week, me and Liam spend a lot of time just going back through everything. So I feel like come Sunday, we're really on the same page. And it never goes perfect. There's always, it's football and there's gray and you play and you make some mistakes. But I feel like our alignment and how we see the game and kind of what we're expecting to get out of certain plays and just how I'm seeing it, we're very aligned, which I think is really helpful. So that's gotten better and better as the season's gone on. And I think just that preparation continues to elevate and get better as we fine-tune our offense and we get more comfortable.
I don't know if you've been running more this year, but what's gone into the thought process of, you've had a lot of success running the football using your legs this year.
Yeah, I think it's there's a lot of factors, to be honest. I think really I'll start with the group up front's done an awesome job, and I think that's something where it seems a little bit counterintuitive, like scrambling. You see guys running. A lot of times people think like it's because there's not protection, but a lot of times the reason you're able to scramble and make these plays is because the protection is great, and sometimes coverage covers guys up downfield, and you find lanes, and they've done an awesome job up front of really being sticky in their blocks, and I've been able to have escape routes, whether it's outside, inside, and there's been a lot of lanes for me to be able to run and extend plays. So that's a big part of it. And then I think just as I've gotten more and more comfortable in the system, progressing, saying no to certain things, I'm able to get through my progressions. And when there isn't something there, I'm not sitting back there in the pocket waiting forever on something that's not coming open. And that happens obviously a few times a game. You don't always have perfect play on against the perfect defense. It's football, so you got to figure it out. So I think the combination of those two things, and then just, defenses are getting better and better, in my opinion, of taking things away, especially on third down, red zone. It's just harder and harder to get guys open sometimes when they start doubling people, and then that's when the legs really come alive because they don't have the defenders for the quarterback.
Do you think much about? Do you want that
rushing touchdown?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take another one. That'd be great. It's not something that's like a goal I set for myself, but if it helps us win, if we need that to win on Sunday, that'd be cool.
Have you thought much about your journey to becoming an elite rusher? You start coming in the league. Urban Meyer wants you to run the ball. OC says you can't have him running the ball. And you get hurt the back-to-back years with the injuries, not running. We know how last year ended. Have you given much thought of a little bit of a roller coaster there to getting to where you look like this is the guy I think most people thought you were coming in the league, an elite guy, scrambling and running the ball?
That's a good question. I think that there's a lot of factors that, playing as long as I have now at this point, and a lot of different situations, like you mentioned, that have come up. And I do think there at times you can get kind of set in, as a quarterback, you can get boxed in a little bit. It's like you want the play to work so bad, and you want to go through your progression and get it to the open guy and make it happen through the air. And it's like, sometimes you can get a little boxed into that, if that answers your question. So I do feel like I've gotten some more freedom of being able to be creative, and Liam and the staff done a great job of encouraging that, and we've talked about a lot of different things of just ball security and how I move in the pocket, getting out, escaping, and I think that stuff's improved as well for me. But really just feeling the freedom to create when I need to, but not overdo it. So I think there's a balance in that, and I feel pretty comfortable right now.
The interception at the end of the first half aside, you guys have been very efficient in 2-minute offense this year.
Yeah.
What has gone into that, both in the meeting room and also on the practice field, to make sure you guys are ready for those situations?
Yeah, we've, it's a bummer that ended that way with a turnover. Just not a great throw by me, but we've been really good in those situations. I think just, sometimes, to be honest, getting on the ball in tempo has been some of our best possessions, especially early in the season. I think now we've settled into more of a rhythm offensively, and we've been just better overall. But early in the season, I remember that was something that we did. Really, one of the best things we did was to get on the ball and go. And I think guys just going out, playing, not thinking, gets the passing game clicking a little bit. And we've just been really efficient. Something I pride myself in is being able to get points in all those situations, and our offense takes a lot of pride in that. So that's taking care of the ball, but also staying efficient. I think as a quarterback is you want to take the big plays when they're there, but if you can get the drive started, a lot of times that helps, especially with the better field position now. You get a couple first downs, and with Cam as our kicker, you can kick it from just about anywhere. So I think having that confidence, you play pretty free too, because you got a guy that can make it from anywhere.
A lot of pressure last week, and you guys had some success. Why do you think you guys have been so effective against the blitz in the last few weeks?
I think we've had a really good plan for it. We put in. I don't want to bore you guys, and we don't have enough time. Got to go get some lunch, but we put in so much time into our protection and our plan for. It really is. There's a lot that goes into it, and that's myself, obviously the whole staff, the O-line, Jonah, Hainsey up front, kind of. We're communicating with each other and running the show, and then everyone involved. There's a lot of checks. There's a lot of different things that can happen when you're going into a game, and you don't know what all you're going to use because you don't have the script. You don't know what they're going to do, but you know what you can check to, what you can get to, and you practice so many things, and there's still things that come up in the game that you get to that you might not have practiced. So it's just an emphasis on everyone knowing the plan like the back of their hand, and then also knowing the system like the back of their hand, where as a quarterback I feel comfortable checking to really anything, and I know guys know what to do, because that's a big part of it. Is as a quarterback you can know all the checks in the world, but if you haven't communicated it right to the guys and they're playing hesitant or slow, it doesn't work. And those guys have done a great job with it.
I know we've asked you about Parker Washington before, but back-to-back 100-plus yard games for him. And is there any way you could have more confidence in him than you do right now?
Yeah, no, not really. He's played great. I think all season he's just done an awesome job with every opportunity he's gotten, and now you look at his role and what he's been doing for our offense. It's been huge, and just his ability to run every route, to run after the catch, all those hidden yards that he's finding after the catch has been really big for us. So we got to continue to find ways to get him the ball and let him make plays, and the whole group's done a good job. Thank you all.